Okay, hi everybody. This is basic video editing for Avenue instructors. My name is John Allen. I'm an Avenue mentor. This simple session. We're going to look at an editing app. I tried to make this session hands-on, but the way it is, it's just if we did it hands-on, you'd only get through 4 features. I would rather record it, demonstrate, record, give you the tools, give you the raw video to edit, and then you can go back on your own. You are very welcome to email me. And my email is in the chat window. So if you feel like emailing me about this in the future, no problem. We're going to talk about a little bit about video editing concepts throughout. And I'm sure you know most of them, but who knows? I'm going to give you a demonstration, which you can later on apply to as a hands-on activity for yourself. And then at the end, maybe we'll have questions. But since the group is so small today, there's a possibility that we can have questions throughout this. Okay, so before we get to the first slide, I just want to mention a few resources that are available. We are talking about video editing today, just video editing. That's only one little piece of the pie when you're talking about optimizing video for your courses. This little blog post here talks about video capturing, video editing. So we're at number 2 here. Taking that edited video and putting it through the YouTube widget to share it online and enhance it a bit, and then direct attention to it if you can, and then inserting a video into an online course like Avenue. So right now we're only looking at number 2. If you want to know the bigger picture here, you can go to this article later on. The next thing I want to draw your attention to is, and this comes from the questions that were posted in the Excel sheet. You can take a video that's online and you can do a lot of enhancements without doing any of this video editing stuff. You can use tools such as Edpuzzle, ESL Video, Vibi, and TED Ed. This was published a few years ago. So Zaption and TubeChop have been bought up by other concerns. However, you can look at this and see how you can crop, trim, layer audio, change the audio, add questions, and all of that good stuff using these tools. And there are many more, but I just think I'd share this with you. That's another alternative. And also there's the big one, which is the H5p Interactive video tool. It's a very, very powerful tool where you open up the video, edit the H5p editor, and then you overlay comments, questions, media. And when the students do that in Avenue, when they press submit, the grades and all of their interaction go to the gradebook, which is really good for you as Avenue instructors. So here's an overview of that as well. Okay. So moving forward, where did you come from? Moving forward, we are looking at video editing. Simply taking a video that you've downloaded onto your computer or that you've captured using capture software, some sort of capture software. And then today we're only looking at Windows 10. This is really weird, but there's an app on all of your computers if you have Windows 10 called Photos. But Photos has a video editor built inside of it, and it's quite nice. Okay, so can I ask you at this moment, can we just pause for a second? In the chat window, if you could type in any video editors that you have used in the past, if any. So I used to use Windows Movie Maker. Anybody else? Screencast-O-Matic, yeah. I think this is, I'm pretty sure this is recording. Yeah, it's recording. And I'm in the chat window here. Snagit has Elizabeth, Snagit does have an excellent screen capturing tool. And Screencast-O-Matic is really nice. Okay. So we have got some limited experience here. That's okay. All right. So remember, we're not talking about screen capturing. We're just talking about the editing. When you already have the video, it's raw, and you want to do this to it and add a filter and maybe put some text into it, maybe take a little chunk out, maybe put a little chunk here, stuff like that. So this is not the most sophisticated tool. However, it's free if you have Windows software, which most of us have. Okay. To pair with this, after the session's over, there is a full video editing document, which I shared with you via email. And it's an Avenue doc. And so here, as you see, it will explain it a bit, but the steps are to start, go to the Windows Start button, and you type in Photos, where it says type search here, or you look for the Photos app. You turn on the Photos app. And once you're in the Photos app, you click on Video Editor. Okay? And then you go to New Video Project. And that's how we start. And all of the steps are itemized here in little sections. So it will help you walk through, like adding a title card to the beginning. This document will help you with the steps. If you try to do this on your own, you can be watching the webinar with all the segments I present, and you can try it yourself. So first thing we're going to look at here is the overall features. So the features that I found that are pretty useful to us as language teachers, maybe constructing some cool videos, are adding a title or a section or credit panels to a video. So you can put a card introducing different sections of the video or the video itself, maybe even credits at the end. You can shorten a video by trimming the front and the end off, because sometimes they are videos are long, right? And your students don't have that their maximum viewing time should be cut down to sort of not overload them with media. So maybe if you have a 7-minute video, you might want to cut it down to under 2 minutes. So trim. And cropping, you can also segment your video into little pieces and then take pieces out that don't fit within your plan of the video. Okay, you can split videos and then do different things to different segments, like delete it or add a filter. You can add audio tracks, music, or narration. Okay, this is the weakest part of this tool. I gotta be honest with you. It's the weakest part, but I'll explain that to you later. You can add video filters. So if you wanted to make it look like it's 1930s, you can apply a sepia color filter, and the film will go up sort of brownish. If you want it to be black and white, You can. There's a lot of filters. You can set a motion filter for a clip, like within the movie, so it zooms in gently, or it zooms out, or it comes in from the side, sort of like PowerPoint stuff, but not as dramatic. And then you can add 3D effects, and you'll see those in our session here. Okay, so I made it available to you via the email. I hope all of you got it. If you didn't, please email me later. I have the how-to document I showed you, and you have it, hopefully. And the raw video, which is very, very important. And that video I shared as a through my Gmail Google Drive. If you didn't get it, or if you're having difficulty, email me later, and I'll arrange to have that. It's about a 6-minute clip, and it's got a lot of flaws in it that I today I'll take out. Right. Thanks for sharing, Paul. So here we go. And okay, so the video today is about something called Quizlet diagrams. The content is not at all important today. It's just something I whipped up in the kitchen, you know, because I thought I knew you were coming over. So it's not really the content that's important. I just want to show you how you can take a concept and manipulate and edit a video to make it work for you and your students. So the first thing is you open up Photos, then you open up the video editor, and then you have to start a video editing session. So in order to do that, you will add a video to the project library. Okay, so show you how this works. So hopefully you can see this. And are you ready? So here's, oh, is this my, hang on. Oh, sorry, this is the raw clip. I don't want to show you that right now. That's the whole thing. It's 6 minutes and 15 seconds. So what I want to do is show you just the first part here. So I'm in the Photos editor, and I want to start a new project. So what happens is I click on New Video Project. Then I have to, well, everybody has to type in a name. Click on OK. And my project has started, and it's called Quizlet Diagrams. I click on Add, and I look for a clip from my PC. And I locate it. It's an MP4 file. Click on Open. And so all I've done in this part of the video, all I have done here is I have started Photos, started a project, given it a name, and then I found my file, my MP4 file, the raw video file. You could actually just drag it in there if you want. So it's now sort of like in, it's called the library, just in a holding place, just sitting there waiting for you to act on it. Okay, so that's the first step. Okay, I'm not gonna repeat myself. All right. So the second step is adding a title card. You don't have to do this second, but I normally do something like this. You put a title in so that the students will know what's coming. You don't always have to do this if you don't want to. So when you have a title card, it's just a visual with some text on it. You have to set a duration. So what is it on for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 2 seconds? You have to type some text generally. And then you can add an animation style. Does it zoom in? Does it pulsate? Does it spin? Or does it do nothing? And then there's a layout. Do you want it on the center of the screen? Do you want it on the left so you can see something here? Do you want it on the bottom right? Okay. And also you can choose a background color. Okay, so let's just see how this looks as the editor. So here we are. We have the project library. And oh, first of all, before I do that, I have to drag this or put this in the storyboard. So if I click on it, go there, I place it in the storyboard, or I can just drag it down and put that in the storyboard. So now this clip, the raw clip, is now in the timeline, it's called, the timeline. And this is a preview window right here. So I can preview what the video will look like. Pardon me. So step 2 is taking the clip or clips, dropping them into the timeline so I can edit them. And then you can use the preview window to see what's going on with the video. Number 3. Number 3, this is where we talk about our title card. So we have our clip here ready to edit. And do you see, once I put the clip in here, there's all sorts of editing options here for us. So the first one on the left here is title card. If I click on play here, click on title card, a card appears, see in the preview window. I will set the duration here. I set 3 seconds, that's kind of normal. And then I click on text and a text editor appears. So up here, I will type in the title. These are the animated text styles. This is the layout area. Okay, and as you can see in the preview timeline for this editor, it's only 3 seconds because we defined 3 seconds. So I type in the title. It's Quizlet diagrams. I can preview different kinds of styles. That's a crazy one. That's not so crazy. And, okay, so I preview the style. And down here, do you see the layouts? If I observe here, it can be in the middle. It can be tiled in the middle. It can be at the bottom. It can be in the center and dominant. And it goes the whole 3 seconds. I click on done. And there it is. Now I want to change the background. So I click on background, choose a color, click on done. And it's as simple as that. So it's just like step by step by step. So essentially, I put the card in, I added a title card, set a duration, added text, added animation style to the text, positioned it through a structure, and then added a background. Okay. Now the next step is trim off some of the video clip from the front or the back. In this example, I'm only going to trim off 27 seconds from the front of the video. And you'll see why in a second. Okay, so you see we're starting here. The timeline now has a card already, and it has a 5-minute and 50-second clip. So, but I want to cut off 27 seconds from the front. So here we go. I click on the clip I want to trim, which is the second one. And listen to what happens here when I'm playing it. So I'm playing it right now to preview it for myself. Okay, I think I'm ready to start. Let me think here. What's the name of the term that I? So I'm confused when I'm capturing the video. Quizlet diagrams. That's it. Okay, I'm ready to go. Okay, here we go. So what I've done is I've previewed myself and listened. I think, oh my goodness, nobody wants to see that in my video. So I just let that play until I know where I want to cut the video, the first part off, and get rid of it. So I stopped it here at 27.50. Click on play. Oh, sorry, no. I click on trim. And the playback head is at 27. Oh, it's at 24. And so once I set it there, it's at 24 because that's accounting for the 3-second clip, the 3 seconds of the title card. So if you minus that, it's 24.5. So I've set it there. So that's a marker. And if I click on done, it will clip off or trim off the front part and throw it away. So let's see what happens here. I click on done. And now when I play, hello, everybody. We are here to talk. Okay, so what happens is I got rid of all that preamble nonsense, and now my video starts at the point I really want it to start off by using the trim feature, just like a pair of scissors. Okay, so the next slide is to split video. Splitting video does many things, but one of the best things it does is it allows you to insert a point, split, go a little further, insert another point, split, and then you can go in and take that video out and throw it away. So parts where you maybe that don't make any sense in the video, or you're thinking or something's happening, maybe you made a mistake with your clicking, you can just continue to record and then later on go in and put a split point, and then get rid of that segment of video. So I'm going to insert a split at 503. Then I'm going to insert a split at 540. And then I'm going to just go in there and delete it. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, is this, hang on a second. Okay, let's try this one. I think this one. What's this one? Let's go to the beginning of this. So I select the clip. Oh, of course, that's the wrong clip. So sorry, I'll go back. This is the clip here. So I have the initial card. I've got the shortened, trimmed clip here. If I click, sorry, I'm going to my start point. Sorry. So I've already preset this. I've already pre-played this, sort of like a cook does on a show. He already has the muffins half baked before he shows you that he's going to put them back in the oven. So if you see on this page here, at 5:40 or so, I've already previewed and left and paused the playback head there on the preview. And so what happens is, once I've set my first split point, then first split point's there, then I will go down and click on split. Once it's there, I'm happy. I go to done, I click on done. And there's that's the first split segment. So then I play again to find the next split point.
To gravity. Let's just leave that alone. Let's keep on gravity. The game gravity. Let's see what happens in space. Answer with the term, star, let's make it easy. And let's see what happens. So there's no visual in the gravity game either.
Okay, yeah, this can be done on a Mac. I'll talk to you about it at the end of the webinar. So what I'm doing here is, in this video, I'm showing Quizlet benefit. Ways Quizlet uses the Quizlet diagrams feature, and I'm going through each of the features. But one of the features is called gravity. And in gravity, my last center I worked at did not allow us to use gravity. They thought it was too much of a game, a fun game. So what I'm doing in this instructional video is I'm going out, and at the beginning of the segment where I start explaining gravity, I put a split. Then at the end, as just here, I go to the end of it and I put another split. And then I just delete the whole section on gravity out. I think I just answered that. This can be done on a Mac, but I'll talk about it later. Okay, so I put a split here. I've put one split at the beginning of the gravity segment, and I'm putting one at the end here. So it would be here. I'd go to split again. Click on done. And at this point, you can see, here's the opening card. Here's the long part of the video. I put a split here, and this is what I explain all the gravities, the gravity tool. I put a split here, and this is the remainder. So what I want to do now is I want to remove this by deleting it. Click on it. And press on the garbage can to delete. And you see what happened is split, split, delete, and now the video is shorter. That's how you can get rid of unwanted parts of your video. Azam, I just want to let you know that you are being recorded, so beware that your face may be seen by 1 million people, or maybe about 40. So another thing you want to do on your text is, on your videos, is add text on top of the video or under the video or whatever. So this is how we would do that. So we have our videos continuing. So all the way back here. You click on a portion of the video that you want to add text. Click on the clip and click on the text icon. And you've seen this before already, right? It looks very, very similar. You have a place where you can type in a text editor. You have the animation options. You have layout, and you have a duration on the left at the bottom. So let's see what happens here. You typed in Quizlet study set. They're choosing the adventure option, and they want the title to go on the left of the screen. You're going to start it at 12 or 1060, and they're going to stop it at something really, really short. Say 18. So you can change the duration of where the text appears here. Click on done. And that's what it would look like. If you preview the video.
Difference between using Quizlet diagram for teaching language and not using it. In front of you, you see a basic Quizlet study set with all of its tools. The study set is called Basic Thanksgiving Vocabulary, and on the left.
So you can use text in many ways. Of course, you know this, to highlight what's happening on the video, or to, I don't know, reinforce or to introduce. It's up to you. So that's adding text. It's quite simple. Yeah, if you screwed up once, it doesn't matter. None of this is, you can just use undo and redo it again. Okay, so the next thing we've got to look at is motion zoom. Okay, so motion zoom. Okay, sorry folks. Trimming is cutting from the beginning of a clip or the end of a clip, not the whole video. If you define something by splitting things as a separate clip, you can cut from both ends. Okay. All right, so motion zoom is not in this demonstration because, you're welcome. It's not in this demonstration because it doesn't really have a serious impact. It's in the editing document if you want to use it. If you've used motion in PowerPoint, you're going to see it's a dramatic difference. This is very subtle, very, very subtle. So you might want to have a peek at it, and you might not, but it's very gradual. So here's 3D effects. So the 3D effects, I'm going to apply to a closing clip of this video. So what I did is at the end, there is a closing clip here of 10 seconds, I believe. And I'm just going to apply a 3D effect just to give you the idea of what's going on here. So let's have a peek. Oh, sorry, I added this as an add-on to the raw video, sorry. So here's the clip. I click on 3D effects. This is right inside of Windows. It's quite nice. I was playing with Atomic Motion, but I'll close that one. And if you click on effects here, you'll see that there's all sorts of cool effects here. So like, if you want to add a little, excitement or difference to your videos, you can use these features. Now, they don't always appear as advertised, like in these beautiful images. However, let's have a peek at one. So autumn leaves. Let's choose autumn leaves. And you can have different, the sound effect can appear really loud or very faint based on the volume you choose. They all come with a sound. And if you look at the bottom, I'm extending this to the whole length of the clip. Usually effects are not that loud. And here's the preview. My goodness, it's just cold in here. Anyway, so that's an example of a 3D effect. A lot of people like it. Just to add a bit of difference into their media. So there's also filters. No, that was filters. What was I doing here? No, the 3D effects, sorry. There are also filters, which 3D effects add a 3D effect on top of the video, but filters actually change the video itself. So let's have a peek at filters. Oops. Yep, this is it here. And this, I did not choose the most exciting one. So you can apply a filter to a clip. So this is what I'm doing. I've chosen a clip and I'm going to apply a filter to this clip. And as you can see, there are many filters, and these filters will overlay, will change the way your video appears to your audience. Okay, so you want to make it look like black and white for some reason, or sepia to make it look old, or pixelated. I don't know why, but I think I'm going to choose, I think in this example, I choose a really dumb one called pixel. So you choose your filter. And it will appear. So I chose pixel, and if I click on done, that's what it will look like. A bunch of nonsense. I'm sure you'll never ever choose that one. And it will apply to the whole video clip. Okay. The next one is playback speed. This is really, really, really important. Well, not really important, but fairly important. And this is kind of funny because when I heard my voice, I had a good laugh at this one. But sometimes you can change the playback speed of a video as the author to control what the students hear, rather than rely on, does YouTube allow you to have the playback speed widget on their video? Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. So let's have it look at the speed here. Adjusting the speed. So you select the clip, go to speed, and you see it just slow it down a bit. And that's it. Just press play.
Hello, everybody. We are here to talk about the difference between using Quizlet diagram.
Okay, so you see what happened? The voice changed a bit, but it's slowed down. You can speed it up if you want, but you can't control the speed of the video itself. All right, so that's rotate the clip. We're not rotating clip actually takes the video and rotates. I don't really know why you would do that. Maybe for prepositions or something like that. Who knows? I didn't include it in this demonstration, but it's just like click on a clip, click on rotate, say 90, 180, 270, not 360. So you can set back. This is the weakest part of this this editor. It's there's two ways to add audio. One is background music. So you can set the mood of any sort of media with music. So let's have a peek here how we can do that. This will be just background music. The music can be dominant if there's no audio. Some people might want to have music while you have a text appearing over top, or just when the students are watching a video, so it doesn't sound just silent when they're watching the video. So maybe you can add audio. So you've got the video itself, you click on background music, and they provide you all sorts of options here. You have a music, the volume you set here is how it will be played back to the learners. Click on done, and the audio track should appear underneath. When you play it back.
Hello, everybody. We are here to...
That is pretty mellow and not very good. But you can add a background music track if you wish. I do not think you can put multiple background tracks, but I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah. I was using the, yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you can also add your own custom audio on top of the video. All right. this could get pretty hard because once you've done edits, then you have to make sure it's not like you can drop these in like clip by clip. They got to be added to the whole video, which really is a headache trying to align audio, existing video, and then speaking over it in another app and then adding it. So that's why I'm saying it's the weak point. It's not like a lot of high-end video editors that will allow you to, actually, well, Windows Movie Maker used to as well, but allow you to play the video and speak over top of it in this editor as to add the audio as you are watching it. It doesn't work that way. When I use this video editor, I play it in this screen and I go to this screen and I have my Audacity app open and I'm speaking as I'm watching. It's kind of complex. So try to have your audio already made in the video before you bring it to this editor. That's not my fault. It's just the product. Okay. So you can also have the audio fade in and fade out. So here, let's check that feature out. This is adding an audio clip. That's not music. Custom audio. So you click on custom audio. You've already got an audio file saved. Click on add audio file. There's my MP3. Click on open. And you can determine
Quizlet.
You can preview it.
Quizlet diagrams. Quizlet tips.
And then you can change the duration of it in the video.
Quizlet tips. Quizlet diagrams.
Hello, everybody.
So essentially what I did was I just added an intro audio, spoken audio to sit on top of the audio card.
Quizlet tips. Quizlet diagrams.
Hello, everybody. We are here to...
Okay. Finishing the video. Like everything else in multimedia, you generally export projects and it takes some time. Like if you've ever done this on YouTube, exported a video, sometimes you just walk away and come back about 20 minutes later and it's done. Small videos, it's not like that. It's pretty simple. So let's just have a quick look at how you export your video. So at this point, I consider my video to be done. So at this point, I'm going to click on Finish Video. Set it to the highest quality if you can. Why not? Click on Export. Give it a name. Click on Export again. And it will take its time.
Tips. Quizlet.
So of course I clipped that and I deleted the intro and clip with two splits. And so what happens is, as soon as the video is exported and it's saved on your hard drive, preview appears just like this.
Diagrams.
Hello, everybody. We are here.
Okay, and that's essentially all I have to say at this time. So anybody, do you have questions about this video editing process and tool? Okay, I'll go back to the chats. Yeah, Daniel, you're absolutely right. At most, you might only use 2 or 3 of these features when you're editing your videos, once you've got your pattern for your videos. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to play with these things, Elizabeth. I agree. So how do we create the raw video? That is screen capturing, and that can be done by many tools. And earlier on, folks in this webinar shared Snagit is an excellent video capturing tool. I can't remember if Windows Movie Maker, but it's not a product anymore. VSDC free editor, Vancouver, South Detroit Commission. What is that, Paul Carter? Is that some sort of tool that only people that know gang signs know, or hopefully you're there. I'm not making fun of you. Just, I don't know VSDC. I'd like to know more about it. I'll check it out later on. Screencast-O-Matic is also a really good tool. It's online. I'm not sure of other tools. I'm just so used to using the Snagit, but also there is a feature in, it's really weird, but it's in, it's called the Xbox Game Bar. If you go into your computer right now, your PC, and you type in Xbox Game Bar, there is a screen capturing feature that will pop up. It's a full tool that does all sorts of funky things. If you, Elizabeth, you're welcome. If you use iMovie, I think iMovie, I was a Mac guy for about 10 years until I ran out of money. But I used to use iMovie and they had very similar features. I think it was much better than this one because it was kind of like a real upfront in your face dedicated tool, like Windows Movie Maker was. So thank you everybody for coming. And we'll see you at the next webinar.